You're watching Flippy James Disc Golf. My name is James. Happy you're here. Oh, I almost didn't see a thing. My hood, that was crazy. That kind of scared me. Today we have two discs that I've never thrown before. The Thought Space Athletics Nuance and then the Axiom Rhythm. A lot of Thought Space is made by MVP, and these two pretty much have the same flight numbers, only the Rhythm being a 6.5 speed and the Nuance being a 7, but other than that, it's a 7.5 -2 I also brought this Luft Titanium I did a review on a little bit ago. I got this in from Disc Golf Deals USA, who also sent the Nuance. There's a link in my description. You get 10% off their site if you use it. I get a kickback. Thanks for supporting the channel. The Titanium went in the bag and replaced a Flippy Crave that I'd lost. I'm supposed to get it back, haven't yet. But since they all have like similar flight numbers, we're gonna throw in this field first and then go over to a course and knock down a couple holes with them. The Nuance is ethos plastic, which is the same as MVP's Proton plastic. Only difference with today is that the Rhythm was signed by Simon Lizotte, so it's probably gonna add like 20 or 30 feet. I'm gonna throw the Titanium first just because I've already thrown it before and I just wanna get a little throw in first before we do the main two. Oof, we have a tailwind too. Next is the Rhythm. This is also soft Proton, so a little bit more flexible than the Nuance. I'm gonna do my best when I edit to make sure you can see this. Actually, I might scoot you up a little bit. We got a blue rim on it. It's a clear disc. Blue sky's like, it's hard to find a spot where you can like there's trees behind us. It's just tough. Life of a YouTuber. Yeah, this is better. You're a little closer. Ooh, a little bit higher, but it flipped. That went far. That's signature, man, I'm telling you. All right, Thought Space Athletics Nuance. Flipped up, didn't turn as much, but I think it went the same distance. Probably like 20 feet shorter though. I'm done making the signature joke, I swear. I said I was done with the signature joke, but it went about almost 40 feet farther actually. That was just like my stock throw. It wasn't anything like, I'm trying to put it on Hyzer, I'm trying to put it on Hyzer, trying to keep it flat. I was just, like that's just the throw I would throw if I'm like launching the tech disc into a net. So for this one, I'm gonna put it out to the right on Hyzer. See the amount of flip there? Yuck! All right, the Rhythm. Let's get this up in the air a bit more. There we go. Subtle little flip, but then it like stayed there and like held that the whole way. That seemed to want to flip more. I don't know if I threw it as high. Got some cool wind bounces too. Nuance went farther that time. That's funny. We're gonna throw these flat. Rhythm. Ooh, I might have put that on Annie. That felt like the best throw. Oh, nice little turn. Come back. Let's do one more with all three of these and just give them like a full blast and then we'll go actually play. There we go. That Rhythm feels so good. Little farther, maybe same spot, I'm not sure. I changed my mind. I want to do one more throw. I want to throw these a little bit higher than I have been, a bit more nose down too. There's something I've done with the Texas where I can really focus on throwing high and nose down, and I know that's supposed to help, so I just want to do that for me. Also, kind of have this thing going on in my bag where I'm doing cool discs only, and it's not that the Titanium isn't cool, I mean more like they look cool. And this is just a stock stamp. Cool stock stamp, but it's already kicked out by one of these because I think they're all like very similar instability. Now it's just which one do I want to keep in the bag. Rhythm first, higher. Make sure I throw the nose down. There we go. Big old turn. It was turning slowly. Never thought it was gonna turn over or anything. Same thing. Wow. That was not as nose down, but damn near the same flight. Did I just cuss on camera? Whoa. It rarely ever fails that I come here to throw on this hole. Only when I'm shooting video and then someone parks right here. I don't know how far this is because we have new tee pads on this course for holes. So, I don't know, probably 360. If this car parks here too, are you kidding me? I'm throwing my frisbees that way. I'm just gonna, do I do this motion to let her know that I'm about to throw this way? And if they park there, I could possibly hit their car? Like, this chick saw me. I know she saw me. Yeah, there we go. The other car is like gonna be harder to hit. I'll have to like hit a tree and kick left and then hit the car. She just grinned at me. Feel bad now. The Nuance, just turn the whole way until it hit the ground. Give that one some more air. Wow, I really turned that over too. Let's go to a better hole. So walking down here, I just realized we have a big headwind. That's why both of those turned over so much. I couldn't feel it when I was throwing up at that new tee pad. This isn't a hole. You see these white stakes? This is the actual tee pad for this basket way far away. We just have this headwind, and I think it'd be fun to put it on a sharp Hyzer throw and just see if we can see what it does. It just looks like a cool hole you'd play, like a safari route or something. I don't know. Rhythm first. Flip, turning over. Wow, that's really far. It doesn't look that far, but it's far. Not the disc, the basket. Definitely higher, a little bit farther right. Not the actual line I was trying to hit. My thoughts so far on the rhythm, yeah, looking at it now, I thought it was because of the gyro, it might be. It feels like the rhythm goes down farther. Like when you would grab it, you would expect it to be more understable. And then the Nuance is kind of, let's see. Yeah, it's just because of the gyro. Like the Nuance finishes this little shoulder in one smooth motion direction, and this kind of has like a slight little dip because of the gyro. Both feel great. I can kind of tell, yeah. This feels like if you were just going to pick one up off the shelf and be like, oh, which one feels better? I'm trying to give you real time. I think the Nuance feels better because of that dip. This kind of makes me think of my Ascend from Streamline, how it feels. But it didn't fly like that. My Ascend's super flippy. The Nuance is definitely a bit more blocky right here. Like she's a little thicker. And then this is just comes to a bit more of a slimmer point. It's not by much, but it's definitely noticeable. And I think it's just because, like I said, with the gyro, how this falls down. I've thrown the tech disc so much, I started getting this weird, bad feeling, slight pain in my middle finger. Nick Crush actually just made a video on it a couple weeks ago. And so I say that because my forehand, it kind of builds up inflammation and there's pressure in my finger. I don't feel my finger that well when I do this. And so if these throws are bad, that's why. Gotta just put them on Hyzer, flip them up, rhythm first. Little high. Oh, sit down. That was close. That was close to just soaring left. We have a headwind now. Where was I throwing earlier? Yeah, I guess it kind of followed me a little bit. All right, we're gonna put this on a little more Hyzer. Do you see how nicely that flipped up to flat right before it smoked that tree? Oh, we're gonna throw a forehand on a different hole that I don't have to worry about this water at. 335 downhill, total backhand hole, but I don't know if I can get here forehand. I just think it'd be fun to try. Like a Hyzer flip and then long turn finish. Gotta go around that tree. Like this would be sick. 2 turn. Oh, I smoked that tree. We're gonna grab it back and throw it backhand like we're supposed to. Get under it. Oh, I hit the tree. Okay. Actual good throws here. Rhythm first. Oh my gosh. Wasn't a good throw at all. I spun around in a circle on this mud. I love that slow flip up on that disc. Oh, sit down. This could be a decent little forehand shot. I don't know how far this one is either. I'm not gonna try and huck it as hard as I did to get it around that tree here. I'm just gonna give it like a nice smooth little flick and see if it flips and rides over. We're gonna go stand still too. Rhythm first. Yeah, a little bit too much. Turned, held over. That felt good. Oh, yeah. If I just got that up higher, I think that would have been great. All right, so between the Proton Soft Rhythm and then the Ethos Nuance, I'm not sure which one I like more or if they're pretty equal to me. I think the Nuance will go in the bag now because it's shown up really well in the leaves, and even in the green grass, like it's bright, I could see it. And then this might come back out next summer once just things aren't so brown. Yeah, Nuance is easier to see. Both great discs. I heard a buddy say that he's thrown the Rhythm a lot, and he said this soft Proton run has been their best run so far. Like, so true to the flight numbers. It's got some dome to it, too. I know that's a thing. My Crave that I mentioned in the beginning of this video, no dome. Here, 1 second. I don't know if you can tell. It's really hard to tell, actually. But it has dome to it. In this Nuance, it's actually a bit more flat. And the Crave that I'm replacing was flat, and so I think the Nuance is going to be in the bag. We had some wind in today's video that messed with the discs a little bit, but I believe the flight numbers and like globalized flight numbers, if they were all the same, I feel like they're pretty spot on. We'll go one more flick. If you want to get a disc online, go to Disc Golf Deals USA. They hooked up the Nuance. Oh, I just noticed in the Nuance, it's got this rainbow foil on it. Man, Thought Space does some cool stuff. Well, MVP does cool stuff, but Thought Space, like the design of it, they do cool stuff. We're going to do the same little flick, turn into the basket. I like the distance. Just too much on it. Those were both the exact same flights. Wow. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, join the Filthy Fam. See you in the next one. Slight turn of events. I just found this limited edition Force with a cool little gorilla on it. I don't think I've ever thrown a Force. See if we can force it over and then get down another in this basket. Oh my gosh, that was so close.